Our topic today will be about Sanofi and its vaccine manufacturing process and supply chain. First, let's talk about Sanofi. Sanofi is a French multinational company that focuses on the research, development, productions, and commercialization of different types of medicines products. In Vietnam, Sanofi has been in operation for over 70 years, owning a diverse portfolio of more than 150 different types of products, and vaccines are one of its core pillars. Sanofi adopts a patient-centric approach as a guiding principle for its organizational development. Its commercial and manufacturing activities are carried out in alignment with its commitments to social responsibility. Now let's move on to talk about vaccine. Sanofi Vaccine has been a pioneer in the field of vaccine for over 100 years. It has 12 vaccine manufacturing facilities worldwide, and these facilities supply approximately 2.5 billion vaccine doses. And these vaccine doses have protected more than 500 million people across the globe. So now let's talk about Sanofi Pasteur. Sanofi Pasteur is where Sanofi provides a wide range of vaccines, and these vaccines are used worldwide and play an important role in reducing the burden of many infectious diseases such as rabies and COVID-19. To understand more about the competitive strategy of Sanofi, let's move on to the second part.
So in terms of purpose, Sanofi team is guided by one purpose. They chase the miracles of science to improve people's life. To articulate that purpose, they are on a mission to go further and faster for the patients and to take the lead through breakthrough science and by striving to be a driver of progress and positive impact for the people and communities they serve. Their ambition is fueled by a culture of high performance and belonging, underpinned by four core values. They aim higher, they ask for patience, they are bold, and they lead together. So combining all these things, Sanofi has their own play-to-win strategy or even a way of operating. The goal is to become the fastest growing consumer healthcare company globally through four very specific pillars of action. Firstly, focus on growth by building flagship brands and expanding strongly in the US and China. Secondly, lead with innovation through breakthrough products and faster prescription to OTC switches. Thirdly, accelerate efficiency by simplifying their portfolio and operating leaner. And finally, reinvent how they work, becoming a more agile with strong investment in data, digital, and sustainability. So speaking of sustainability, Sanofi has its own sustainability strategy, which is focused on the critical nexus between the health of populations and the environment. They prioritize access to healthcare for the communities affected by the environmental challenges. They also reduce the environmental impact with commitments such as achieving the net zero by 2045 and applying eco-design across products. And they also strengthen the resilience of healthcare system, improving care standards while lowering the system overall footprint. And beyond this, Sanofi embeds sustainability principles in all aspects of the business. And that's all about the purpose, the mission, and core values of Sanofi, as well as their strategy.
The planning step in Sanofi's supply chain has been strongly improved through digitalizations and the use of AI. The Apply platform, co-developed by Aili Labs, is the central tool in Sanofi's planning system. The Apply brings together internal data from many departments and provides a real-time view of Sanofi operations, helping the manager making faster and more accurate decisions. Sanofi also uses SIM-IY, that is an AI platform that analyzes the production performance. SIM-IY continuously learn from the past and current batch data to predict and to improve the productivity in a consistent way. And next is about the vaccine demand forecasting. For vaccines already have on the market, Sanofi analyzed the past sales and the historical demand to adjust the annual production capacity. And for the seasonal vaccines, it's like flu vaccines. Sanofi studied the seasonal trends from the previous years and to forecast the peak demand and to ensure the enough supply during the high demand periods. And for new vaccines, demand is forecast using the information from the healthcare network and also the medical experts. And about the production strategies, Sanofi mainly use a make-to-order production strategy for vaccine with highly unpredictable demand or new market launches. This strategy to help to reduce the excess inventory and optimize the cost. And about the production capability and risk management, Sanofi invests heavily in manufacturing facility to stay flexible and adaptable. And the company has strengthened its industrial autonomy by reducing sources risk by investing more than 3.5 billion euro in COVID-19 to keep the medicines and the vaccine production in France and to support the supply chain control. The second step is about the sourcing. Sanofi set the strict requirement for its suppliers, including clients with the business ethics, transparent and well-management suppliers relationship, productions of data technology and cybersecurity, the safety and also the pharmaceutical monitoring. And next is about the supplier evaluations and control. Sanofi use a risk-based approach when evaluating the suppliers. High-risk category like hazardous materials or critical suppliers receive more detailed assessment or regular audit to ensure the compliance of safety.
So next, let's move to Sanofi making process. Sanofi follows some of the world's strictest safety and quality standards to ensure every vaccine dose is safe and effective. Its manufacturing system combines centralized upstream process with continuous flow production, enabling efficient and consistent output. The company also applies advanced technologies such as sintorin molecule, antibody conjugation, NK cell-based therapy, nanobody platform, and the customizable mRNA technologies. Thanks to this innovation in control, Sanofi is now one of the leading global producers of polio and influenza vaccine, with the capacity to manufacture about 2.5 million doses a day.
At Sanofi, the vaccine manufacturing workflow includes 7 key steps. The manufacturing workflow starts with the production.
For example, in the case of influenza, the virus strain is first identified, isolated, and stabilized. The team monitors pH level, temperature, oxygen concentration, sterility, and overall consistency. These samples are then stored either in dedicated strain bank or collected from clinical specimens. Depending on the virus type, this step can take anywhere from 2 days or nearly 3 months.
The second step is the purification.
The microorganisms are then purified. In this process, all traces of culture media and impurity are removed so that the only target biological material remains.
Inactivation is the following step.
Next, the virus or bacteria is inactivated, meaning its ability to cause disease is removed. We essentially disarm it while still preserving its capacity to trigger the body's protective immune response. Once inactivated, this material becomes what we call a valence, which later contributes to the final vaccine formulation.
Now we move to the fourth step, that is formulation. Vaccines can incorporate one or more vaccines to protect against simple or multiple disease in one shot. The main challenge is ensuring each component fully effective and does not interfere with one another, a precision requiring years of R&D. To maintain stability, potency, as well as the effectiveness throughout the shelf-life, stabilizer or a preservative are added in minute controlled quantities. Additionally, an adjuvant is sometimes included to enhance the body immune response and boost the vaccine's protective power. Next is filling. Certain vaccines are freeze-dried into a stable powder to significantly enhance the preservation and prolong shelf-life, which is crucial for maintaining long-term stock against outbreak-prone diseases. Before use, the dry vaccine is reconstituted with a diluent. The final product and diluents are then precisely filled into vials or syringes. After filling, every container undergoes rigorous visual inspection using both the human eye as well as the advanced digital technology to ensure the highest standard of safety and integrity. Next is batch release. Throughout the production, the manufacturer performs hundreds of internal laboratory tests on every batch to confirm the quality, the safety, and the potency. Additionally, the samples are also sent back to the public health authorities for independent testing, and the distribution can only begin after the vaccines have successfully passed both the internal as well as the external rigorous quality assurance tests. There are no exceptions. Any batch that fails to meet the established criteria is then immediately destroyed to maintain the supply chain integrity. Last but not least is packaging. After filling and inspection, the packaging process begins. Throughout this phase, vaccines must be rigorously maintained within the cold chain, strictly requiring storage temperature between 2 to 8 Celsius degree and to uphold the standard. Packaging utilizes specialized equipment like cold room and temperature control solutions, which are called isothermal. Every effort ensures the long-term quality and stability of the final product for safe distribution.
I would like to introduce Sanofi distribution process. In fact, Sanofi is the fourth largest distributor in France, distributing to 100 countries worldwide. Vaccines are transported to national centers and regional centers based on global demand. In Vietnam, our trusted partners are Vinapharm, FPT Long Giao, and Pharmacity. Regarding our facilities and investments, in July of 2022, we opened a new warehouse in Long Hao Industrial Park in Long An Province. It is very close to Ho Chi Minh City, just 1 hour from our high-tech plant in Saigon High-Tech Park in Ho Chi Minh City. Sanofi is also investing heavily here. We're putting in 5 million euros to expand exports and another $1.2 million to switch to green energy. Moving on to logistics, Sanofi is proud to be a pioneer in eco-friendly supply chains. We have a strategy to minimize our environmental impact while maintaining economic efficiency. Our strategy focuses on 3 things. First is protecting the environment. The second one is saving cost. The third one is ensuring the best quality for our products. In the past, only about 20% of our drugs were shipped by sea and the rest by air. But today, we have completely transformed. Now, 86% of our medicines are shipped by sea freight. This is considered to be an impressive number, especially when the industry average remains only at 25%. In Vietnam, after storage, vaccines are transported to hospitals and retailers using refrigerated trucks. Another important thing about this is that this truck will maintain the exact temperature required to ensure vaccine quality upon arrival. To ensure efficiency, Sanofi partnered with the client. This startup uses AI to simulate and analyze weather conditions for each route, and this will help us to choose the safest part for our sensitive products. For clinical trials and high-risk supply chains, we partner with Market, a UPS company. Market provides end-to-end global distributions for specialized freezers, ensuring strict control for products that need continuous testing. Finally is the return process. At Sanofi, safety doesn't stop with delivery. At the same time, Sanofi processes and mass monitoring system combines with partners to ensure vaccine efficacy and safety level of products after distribution. If Sanofi receives any report regarding issues of the quality and safety of the product, Sanofi will proceed to investigate and assess the situation. Subsequently, we will decide to recall and handle the vaccine batch. The goal is simple. Sanofi ensures that any unsafe products will not reach the customers. Once recalled, the vaccines will be distributed to their factories or third party to be destroyed safely, according to our strict regulations. That is the end of my part of delivery and return.
So as you can see, Sanofi secures safe, high-quality vaccines via sustainable planning, strict supplier standard and efficient logistics, and proactive monitoring to protect healthcare access and system resilience. And this is also the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.